From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here. Between the Houston Oilers taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Arrowhead. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. Well, these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the Chiefs who got the road victory there, so now looking to claim the season series at home in KC. Second down and 6 now from the 26. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Pacheco gets it again on second down, and he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. But you look at this defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Drive begins with a carry by Davis Price, and he stopped immediately there. Saw the linebacker Damone Clark coming through with a stop. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright? Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Herbert now. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Will Anderson in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Returnable here from the 38. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A run by Pacheco on second down. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. But you look at this defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now a 2nd and 10. Give to Davis Price up the middle here.
And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first.
Kick out of that one, partner. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They'll give this to Davis Price, running right.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Up the middle they go with Adams. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36.
run up the middle. Adams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here's Herbert. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. On first down, this is Adams. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then, and now after that completion there, they've got a first and goal.
5 yards from the end zone, first and goal. On the give, it's Adams. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Oilers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here first and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Here's Pacheco once again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Throwing on first down, Tomlinson. And a double coverage. coverage, and it's intercepted.
Tyreek Stevenson picks it off.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll begin here with Adams.
And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
Looking middle, and that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Herbert on first down now. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And he gets this to Thornton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A shotgun snap for Herbert.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
They bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Tomlinson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Going to be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Well, that's the kind of play that was lacking all the way through the first half. Maybe this can give them a little bit of a spark because they're not out of this game by any stretch.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And room there to work it inside the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
Operating from the gun, Tomlinson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
They'll run for it with Pacheco.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
On 1st down, Tomlinson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tomlinson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw here, Herbert. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Herbert.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Herbert picked by his old college teammate, Kayvon Thibodeau.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
He'll get it to the 23-yard line.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Pacheco gets it again on second down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Watch the twist. Mustang 19.
Operating from the gun, Tomlinson. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Chiefs have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he...
Entering settings screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Will not attempt to return.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, Adams here.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Again, here's Adams. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
There he goes, left side.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. On 1st and 10, Herbert trying to lay one up deep. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a toss left for Pacheco. And down he'll go at the 25. 57 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
He's got a man, complete. A big play there for KC, 41 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give him a red light? Do you keep him in? Green light, let him go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting? He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
But he's not happy right now.
No, don't tell everyone how many I had.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2nd and 10. Handoff now for Pacheco.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
4 down. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Mike 36.
Back to throw. Tomlinson. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free.
Hawk 70. Stay with your man. Check 50. Go.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Isaiah Pacheco.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Now he's free at the 35.
All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Pacheco.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tomlinson.
Catch made by Watson on the out route.
And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Chiefs,
They get an all-important 10th win to move them to 10-6 with 1 week to go.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL.
The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Kansas City.